That's pretty neat.
Really good thinking on the developer's part for
Yeah.
that.
Thank you, developers. You are doing gamers justice worldwide.
You the real MVP.
Gamer salute.
Also, Night Drop missed me opening my Pepsi a second ago.
Sad. I didn't hear it.
I don't. Yeah, it was a really quiet one. The thing kind of like broke when I did it for some reason. It was a bad can, but
shit.
still. I could have like played the sound effect.
I don't.
Can.wav.
I don't have the I don't have a can on me, but I have a mug of tea, so I can just. Is that like similar wavelength?
There was a guy that me and Adam used to watch, well, not really watch, but listen to. He was like a podcast thing. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be like parody and satire. Like, I don't think he was serious, but he called it True Capitalist Radio. And he was like this stereotypical, angry Southern American complaining about like the government and the stock market and stuff. And it was funny. It was actually funny to listen to. Some of the stuff he said was actually like reasonably legitimate, but like the amount of angry he would get was obviously like planned. He would have like viewers and viewers call in and stuff, and you could tell they were just like there on purpose for the sake of annoying him. And either they were legitimate and he exaggerated for humor, or the entire thing was made up. I don't know, but he would always yell out to the engineer behind him, and it would just be this like muffled voice in the background that's unintelligible, like a southern guy. And we're pretty sure he just had like a microphone effect or something that just made it sound like it was muffled. But one thing he would do when he'd get angry is he would make like again, another thing we called like a sound clip was cans.wav, where he would just play it and it would sound like he's like shoving a bunch of like empty beer bottles off his desk or something. So anytime it would happen, people would just go cans.wav.
There's I don't know how much you know about or how much you watch H3H3.
What?
So like H3 Productions. Ethan and Hila.
I know nothing about what you're saying.
H3. You don't know H3?
I don't think so.
H3H3. Bro, it's H3H3. They're like I don't know how to describe it besides they're like oh shit. Do you know Filthy Frank, right? I mean,
Yeah. Who
yeah,
doesn't?
they're like good
Who on the
friends
internet
with-
doesn't, honestly?
Yeah, I mean, who on the internet doesn't know H3H3? But regardless, they have like they have this podcast called the H3 Podcast.
Original name?
Yeah, and they did like a segment on talking about leaving Neverland, the thing about Michael Jackson, like his documentary series thing. And
God, this
they
aiming
have,
is
like,
terrible. Okay, sorry.
yeah, he has like a soundboard with him like at all times, and like the soundboard for this like podcast, they had like a bunch of like Michael Jackson sounds.
Oh,
Just
no.
yeah, so like whenever he would say something controversial, he'd play the Michael Jackson go, "Ee-hoo." And it'd just be like really like well timed, but like poor, like inappropriate, just Michael Jackson noises. Like shimmy shimmy.
Soundboards are great when they're used well.
Yeah, I wish I had like a personal soundboard, even if it's like a really like small like 6-figure or 6-component one. It'd be sick. I could have like I could have cans like
Yeah.
Microsoft's can opening. Like, all right, boys, I'm going in for a debate. But the thing is, like, the catch would be it'd be me making the noises, so it wouldn't be me actually opening a can. It'd be me going
Yeah.
as the soundboard noise.
I guess we're going over
Yeah.
here, Fluffy. Sure.
But yeah, a soundboard would be sick. I'm thinking about starting my own podcast called the Salt and Pepper Podcast, in which me, the pepper, gets random white people guests on the show as the salt, and it
I
changes
could
every
be your
episode.
first guest.
You could be my first guest if you really want. I've got like a bunch of people who are like already down for it. I'm talking Walkers, Drashed, and basically we just like talk about random shit. But I feel like I should have some like there should be some like actual like topics that I'd want to discuss instead of just me improvising on the fly.
Oh, another thing that
But-
guy would do a lot also is people would like accuse him of being racist or something, and he kind of was, but he would always exclaim very loudly. He would go, "I'm a melting pot of friendship. I'm a nice guy."
Yeah.
I gotta find clips of that at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you already that everything that guy would have said was ironic. Be your own soundboard. Exactly.
Yeah, who needs like other soundboards when you can be your own soundboard?
Who needs to drop like 200 on like a soundboard when you just do it yourself?
I'm glad these first two splits, well, I'm gonna backtrack what I was gonna say there. I'm glad the second split and onward is pretty consistent. I was about to say, I'm glad these first two splits are consistent, but clearly, the first one's not.
Yeah.
When I'm not bad, I can be at a consistent pace. Sewers is
That's
pretty
like
good,
saying,
too.
that's like saying when I'm not bad, I'm good.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah. If I played perfectly, you know, if nothing went wrong, I could have won record. Could have won record. Is there an Australian event, by the way? Like, is it like ASM or something? Because like loads of people are at Liquid's house.
No idea.
Okay.
I know it's like Calithon, but obviously I think that's like online, I think.
Yeah.
Or a combination,
Yeah,
maybe?
I thought.
Because I mean,
No,
Ursula
Calithon is
obviously
like-
didn't go, but like,
Oh right.
I don't think so, but he did a run.
Yeah. No, because I know a load of people are at California right now as well.
Yeah.
Like Zam's there.
I think
So maybe it's
Stump
just
is
like-
too,
Yeah.
but
he's
Stump
doing
goes to
Crash
like
2,
everything.
right? Yeah.
They're too small and fuzzy. Say, I've got some Google juice.
Yeah. So I might be going to ESA. I've got a spot in the Sprash house with the Sprash Airbnb. So it's just a matter of like basically telling my mom like, hey, I'm gonna go to Sweden this year and seeing how much argument we will have.
HGQ 20.
It depends. I mean, like, because the thing is like a lot of it just comes down to money and
People
the
going.
auditions. Well, I mean, like people going as well, but like I feel like if I'm going, a lot of people like there'll always be people there that I can always talk to. It doesn't have to be like, oh, everyone has to go if I want to go. Like, even if like say if just you that I knew went, I'd still be okay with that. We'd just hang out a lot. That's all it'd mean. But like obviously I'd want to do like the full thing there where I stay like an extra week, like before
Yeah.
or after. Or preferably before.
Like what they
But
did, like most people did in 17, where they had like the condo
Yeah.
thing for a week.
Pre-GDQ, yeah. Because it'd just be nice to like be in America for more than a week and not at the event itself. Because then it's like, hey, I'm getting more bang for my buck, as I feel like you Americans say.
Is that? I was gonna say I didn't realize it was purely American, but I also realized buck is probably extremely American as a term. to
I've only
begin
had
with.
it, yeah, through American shows.
I mean,
and stuff.
it's
And
natural.
yeah,
Like you guys are gonna have different slang for your money, so.
Yeah. Dosh. Got your Wonga. It's
Your
funny because
Wongo.
your Wonga, well, as in the term Wonga, is actually a website where you can get like cash loans, but people just like, made that like slang for money as well. So it's like, hey, you got any Wonga? No one ever says it, but like if I ever went up to someone and was like, hey, do you have any Wonga? They'd know what I'd be saying. If it makes sense. Yeah.
What about Limmy and his wah clip? He says like a couple of quid, I think. Is
Yeah,
that
quid-
like slang
quid is
for
common.
like pounds?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, it's very common. That's like one of the most common.
Okay.
Like 20 quid is like 20 pounds. Yeah. I mean, it's just easier to. I like quid is such a nice word because it's like one syllable. You know, there's no faffing about. It's not like pound. It's quid. To wang. Hey, Phoenix, you got 20 wangs on you? Wang me up. Hey, imagine if there was a boomerang called the Wangarang.
You're getting a new Thai mod, just the Wangarang.
And it'd just be him shooting like $20 notes.
Quick, Robin, get the Wangarang.
Get in the Wangarang. The Wangmobile. Oh no, not the Wangmobile. No, that's horrible.
It's pretty gay.
That's extremely gay.
I don't know what's happening with this ninjas right now. It's a mess. I'm hitting so many ninjas like once and then missing on the second one, so like I'm gonna suddenly kill like a bunch of these really quickly at the end. That alright, sure. That felt really slow, but I guess not.
Did you gold it?
Yeah.
Christ almighty. Your, like, judgment is really bad.
Well,
You're
ninjas
like,
in
"Yeah."
itself. Well, ninjas in itself was extremely hard to know how it's going. Like,
Yeah. If you're just like, oh, I'm gonna lose so much time, and then you end up, like, being
Among-
ahead by 2 seconds.
among everything else in the run, ninjas is one of the worst things to be able to estimate.
Yeah.
It varies
I
so
just-
much.
I just feel like whenever you try to
I
estimate
know.
it, it's always at the worst points. It's
No, I
always
agree.
at the Yeah.
I agree with that. I just disagree with it being the case on ninjas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I know nothing about the game. I don't know how, like, inconsistent Ninjas is, or how hard it is to tell. Man, I just lost 20 seconds. 3-second gold.
Well, the other thing too is when I think that it tends to assume that the segment I have is already like golded the best.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, when it shows up to be not that case, then there's less time lost then.
Yeah. Hey, let's play everyone's favorite game. It's what time did Venom wake up? The answer is 4 p.m. Woo! Thanks everyone for playing. Hey.
I mean, I
hey.
did 3, so like 2:30 or 3.
What am I sitting on? Ba-da-bum. That's my favorite fucking
What's
segment.
Dylan
Growling? Oh, you know Drake and Josh is on Amazon Prime. All of it.
What?
Drake and Josh is on Amazon Prime.
That's great. Is on Hulu
Yeah.
though, because I have Hulu for free with Spotify Premium now.
I don't know. I can't access Hulu in the UK.
Oh, it
That's
just
a
doesn't
US
exist over there. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a thing.
I kind of figured
It's like-
that was like a worldwide thing.
Yeah. No, because you have like stuff like HBO and stuff. Do you have BBC?
BBC, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You have
think we have like
BBC?
BBC America, but it might not be
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
the same. But also, I missed that
Do
fuel
you
can,
have-
and that's bad because I don't really know where to get a different one.
Do you have ITV?
By that abbreviation, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have Dave, do you? Dave.
Of what?
No, just Dave. The channel's
I
called
don't
Dave.
think so.
Okay.
I would know.
What's
If,
your?
I would know if
oh,
there
you
is a
have-
Dave on my TV screen.
You have Comedy Central, right?
Of course, yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
I-
originally
that's all-
American.
No, as in like Dave is basically all Comedy Central. Like they just changed the name. Because we don't have a Comedy Central.
I don't really watch it much, but there's some good stuff on it.
Yeah.
Good boosts.
Kind of like a silly question. How many Disneylands are there?
Well, there's. I mean, worldwide, I think there's a couple, just because I think there's one in Japan too. I don't know about anywhere else, but people
I know there's
also
one in
get them
Florida.
confused. Well, Disney World is Florida, Disneyland is California.
Oh, what's the difference?
They're just two locations. I don't think there's really a difference beyond that. I think it's just
Oh.
named like that to be, hey, this is a different one.
Okay. Yeah, because there's one in Paris.
Okay. What's that
Yeah.
called? Just Disney World?
Disneyland. It's
Okay.
land. Yeah. So I was just wondering, because because all I knew was that there was one in Florida and there was one in Paris. So I was like, you know.
Because like I
Right.
would definitely be like super interested in doing Disney while at GDQ. Like that's why it's great that's in Orlando.
Yeah, that's like, I think that's a really good, like, it's a really convenient place for people who aren't from America to come as well, because it's like, hey, you can also go to Disneyland, there's stuff to do.
It would be
Yay.
great to do it like not like alone, but like not being like limited to whatever family's doing. Except the only time I've been there is on family vacations.
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's like, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to like, hey, you know, little Ricky's little shit. Not to be confused with the Ricks. He's a big piece of
Little
shit.
Ricky.
No.
He's a big Ricker.
The big Ricker. No, but yeah, like, Little Ricky doesn't like scary rides. Guess what? Little Ricky isn't coming anymore. We killed him off. I hate rides with a passion. Do you know what Thorpe Park is?
Hey, what?
Thorpe Park? A Thorpe Park. That's what
I can imagine, but
Thorpe. That's such a weird name. I just thought about it. Lol. Haha.
you are the pun master.
A pencil. Did you see my Facebook post?
My pencil.
Pencil. Did you see my Facebook post?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll link it to you.
I saw like an album of pictures from like a play thing, but
Yeah.
whatever it's called, the Trials of something.
Trials of Paul.
I can't tell if is that like a serious thing or is it like a comedy? I don't know.
Was in like, was the show comedy?
Yeah, the
or
show.
Do you mean like? Yeah, the show was comedy. It was like half comedy, and then it got like really serious with like death and love.
It sounds just like such a random name to attach to a serious title, like the Trials of Paul.
Paul.
Oh my god, I got hit. This patchy fight's disgusting.
Fine. How do I... Hello. Okay.
That was 13 seconds? What?
What?
I didn't think it was that bad.
If I do that, it should work. Yes. I'll link it in your chat as well. Wait. Okay, it's a bunch of bots. Alright, I don't care if this gets linked.
One of these days I'm gonna like menu wrong accidentally buying these things because they're slightly off screen and then not realize it until I get to the volcano and realize, oh.
Oh.
One of the few things TIE 3 did right, even though I haven't played it, I've just seen reviews of it, but one of the few things it did right was anytime you need a bunyip like that, they actually give you a shop where you could buy the license to it in front of it. Instead of here where you would have to go all the way back to town, buy it, and drive all the way back again if you didn't have it first.
What a bunyip.
That's what the machines are called, the things,
Oh, right.
like the fire,
mechs.
the one, yeah, basically mech suits is what they essentially are, yeah. Oh wow, he went so fast he just exploded instantly. Alright. I guess I pushed him past the speed of sound, or the speed of light.
Oh yeah, back to my original point that I was making. So like in that show, I played this character called the Bread Maker, where I basically like I owned a bakery, but I was like really famous for my bread. So for the like, you're supposed to do like advertising by changing your profile picture on Facebook and like your header and stuff for the show. And because I didn't know what to say, I just made a load of bread puns instead. And everyone really liked them, so I'm really glad. Because I was like debating like the puns that I would
Staying
be
up
choosing,
all
like-
night, I need to make more puns.
No, I was like, you don't understand. I was working on these puns for like 2 hours just to make sure they were like really good. Because I couldn't go with the, you know, the standard like I can't think of any bad ones off the top of my head because I'm so far. Oh, it's like, you know, like I'm on a roll, ha ha ha, or you know, let's like, are you ready to crumble, or you know, some dumb shit like that. You know, these were fine-tuned, expertly chosen puns.
I hate that loading thing. It's so anticlimactic. Driving fast, about to hop off, and then boop, nope.
Boop.
One of these I'm gonna miss the button doing that.
Climactic.
What? Go down. Bunyip is really weird with how it moves up and down sometimes in lava. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it takes forever like that time, and it didn't do it fast enough, so I ended up grinding against the bottom.
Get it? Grinding against the bottom. It's funny because I'm gay. Hey Phoenix.
What?
Are you a top or a bottom? That's not an answer to my question. You can't just click away.
I'm bottom because I'm getting fucked by the camera right now.
Ayo. Zing.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. The Google juice was drunk when I got here. Hey, it's you again. The little orange furry dinosaur thingy. Guess what? They can look all they want, but they won't find me. No way.
This gold's very hard to beat. It's one of the few that actually is good.
Well, I got news for you, pal. I ain't got anything to give. Nothing. Nada. Except for these. These are for you.
That's surprising that that was like actually 10 seconds though. I guess it was a combination of that and something else that I can't really replicate, where like swimming up out of the lava with like, I don't even know if it's momentum based or something, but sometimes the Bunyip will like do like an extra hop coming out of the lava, which saves from having to like, oh my god. Anyways, it would save from like having to stop and then like position myself for the jump. He kind of just like shoots right out of the lava right away.
Right, yeah.
It's happened a couple times. I can't replicate it like intentionally. I don't know what exactly I'm doing causes it, if it's just like angle or the speed I have or something, but that happened and it was like perfectly placed, along with the camera cooperating pretty well. So I guess missing that. Oh yeah, I also got it on this segment as well, leaving that final lava, so this will also probably be a tough segment to beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Can
considering
you
like
replace?
what?
Can you replace Steve with Shaggy?
Boy, have I got some stories
Is that
to
what
tell.
is that the
There's
meme that you
things
tried
I've
to replicate
seen, the stuff I've
when you
done.
named your splits?
It'd fill a book, it would. Too even.
Like 100%
No,
Shaggy
actually,
Power.
no.
There was this time when this
It's
thing
just Steve
happened
Power.
at this place I was at.
We obtained
Alright.
power from his wisdom.
Was that ever an adventure? This person,
What were you gonna
I
say?
forgot their name, they had something that had
Just saying, pointing out that like
and had
for there to be
enough
8 seconds of
someone
time
else
save
had
on what is essentially just auto scroll by listening to Steve, like
I like it.
that shows that that has to be from the lava thing.
Person in my
Oh
story.
yeah.
That was a slightly early split, I think, but it's whatever. Early and late splits are fine as long as nothing golds in the process. I read the word fuel injection there, and I'm not really. I'm kind of concerned about what Julius is telling us in these tooltips. He's telling Ty to inject his body with fuel. That sounds a little bit illegal.
Hey, that's how you go fast, man.
Take literal speed.
When will we do drug tests? The speed running. You have to submit a fucking urine sample when you submit your run.
To pack.
Can you imagine just being packed and receiving like 6 million urine samples like every single day? Oh, that'd be fucking horrific. And like the USPS guy'd be like, so we got 6 million bottles of urine here for one Mr. Pack, and then Pack would be like, yeah, that's me.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Poor
blah,
Pack.
blah, blah.
Ooh, tried back spider.
And I said blah blah blah.
Close the blah blah down your door.
That cracks me up every time.
Here, have some opals. So essentially I'm just aiming to just keep my pace up and for like the majority of the run. Obviously I'd like to be ahead because I can be a decent bit ahead, but I'm essentially just trying to replicate the run that happened a couple nights ago, except not messing things up at the end. Which theoretically means just keep my pace until that point. And it'll be literally the same run as last time. St. Patty's Day. Is that a purely American thing? I don't think it is because it's very Irish stuff.
It's an Irish thing, but like, people celebrate it here in the UK as well. The only reason I know Americans celebrate it is because
You cut out. Because
the only-
silence, laugh.
ha ha ha. The only reason I know Americans celebrate St. Patrick's Day is because of How I Met Your Mother.
10-4.
It's a day where everyone gets drunk at the end.
Pretty much.
And I'm hoping that means good for me for working tomorrow night because drunk people order food and drunk people tip well. So
Yeah, it's very fair. Which pizza company do you work for?
it's kinda regional, called Papagino's. It's like regional's like Northeast US.
Yeah, yeah. Not to be confused with Papa John's.
Correct. I would say we're better than Papa John's, but actually Papa John's is pretty good.
I dislike Papa John's. At least it's not good here, in my opinion. Domino's, I think,
Pizza
is the
Hut
best
is like
here.
top tier. Domino's is great.
Yeah. Domino's is so expensive. Though.
That's my problem with it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'd rather just order from one of those, like, local pizzerias. And that way, you're getting every bang for your buck.
Yeah, my
Getting a bang
favorite
for it.
place to
Your
get
one
pizza
day.
is actually a local thing one town over, because not only are they local, they're specifically good, they're also cheaper. So delivery times are absolutely terrible, but the price is worth it.
When you say one town over, like, how significant?
I mean, it depends
Like,
on where in the town. Like, if I was going to, like one town that's away from me. In one direction, it could be 10 minutes. The other one's like 2 minutes because I happen to live
Oh, okay.
kind of. My house is really close to being like. It's as close to a town line for the next town over for one way. But
Right. That's weird because here, when you say like I'm going to town, it means you're going to like the city center because that's where
Right.
everything is.
right.
So if I was like to my friends like, hey, I'm going to town tomorrow, do you need anything? It's like, hey, I'm gonna go shopping. Do you need me to pick you up anything from, you know, the city center?
I think that might have been the wrong crocodile to grab. I mean, I didn't really intentionally grab him. It was more just because I happened to be in the right spot and the helicopter grabbed him, but whatever. Yeah, I think that was the wrong one, because this guy is, like, way over here.
Slippery little suckers, aren't they, sir?
Thankfully, I don't think it's possible for me to do this mission as bad as I did the other night. The same run that crashed, I really didn't want to continue it, so that's why I wasn't too upset when the game decided to crash anyways, but it had, like, losing, like, 20 seconds in this mission. Just from almost every crocodile refused to be picked up. They kept moving out of the way. They didn't want to get dropped. Like, it was just terrible.
Hey, they just want to live peacefully, man.
I'm surprised that one dropped there, actually. Did, like, through the platform. Yeah, we're not harming them or anything, we're just tagging them for, like, wildlife stuff, I guess.
We're not harming them. We're just throwing them in jail.
I know nothing about wildlife, so I'm not even sure what it means, like, tagging animals, like, what it
Oh, is that
does
what they
exactly.
actually call it in the game? Let's hope they don't have like IDs on them. This is crocodile number 42. Get him, boys. Book 'em, wig 'em.
Reminds me of this old picture I saw of, like, I don't know what game it was. It was just something where there's, like, an aquarium, and there was, like, 200 humpback whales in this, like, water tank. And it just said, humpback whale number 87 is not happy. And it says, well, life just isn't fair, is it? By humpback whale number 87.
It reminds me of this joke that you tell, where it's like there was this dog, right, who was lost, and so the dog was lost in a forest, and this forest was like a beautiful like green jungle, you know, like typical forest stuff. There's like leaves and trees and bushes and sticks and rocks and dirt
And more trees.
and oh yeah. Did I mention trees by any chance? So this dog's walking along, you know, doing his little thing, digging up patches of dirt here and there, maybe finding some animal bones, who knows. Suddenly he comes to a clearing, and in the middle of a clearing is a whale. And the dog's really confused, so the dog's kind of just like, you know, staring at the whale, taking like, you know, a couple of steps as to not startle the whale. Goes up to the whale, and then he says to the whale, "Mr. Whale, aren't you supposed to be in the ocean?" And the whale said, "Yes."
Good story. I keep forgetting I need to reset the segment. The best segment on this.
How come?
My fuzzy orange friend
It
Rich.
was like,
I think I'm all out
just
of
a like
Google.
late. I don't think it was a late
Good.
split, but
You don't think they want my Google
I think it was
juice, do
actually.
you?
It was just a late split on the segment before.
No way. I
Alright.
got it real good. Just as soon as I find it. Speaking of
The first time I did it, no,
found
I'm
you.
never gonna be able to say
I
those
know
2
you're
seconds.
listening, so they're all yours. That was you.
This segment though, 0.05 for time save. That's what actually happens when it goes like gold by 0.0. It's because it's so small that it needs 2 decimal places. I hope this goes well here. There's probably a couple more seconds I could squeeze out of this segment if I get some railing jumps nicely. I don't know if I'm gonna really go for them though. It'll depend on if my movement's like really shaky when I'm there or not. Just need to maintain this pace. Yeah, I'm starting to get better at manipulating the camera here. Mostly just whenever I feel like getting stuck on some scenery, just don't. Oof, okay, good. That was almost bad. So that was the issue I had. Like, if the camera got stuck on like a wall or something, I would continue to keep pushing it against the wall, expecting it to go through. But if I just have it stop doing that, it tends to fix itself.
What is Tubby Tuna?
Cat.
The cat's called Tubby Tuna, or the cat's
Just
called Tuna?
Tuna. But it's a very tubby tuna.
I see. Why is the cat called Tuna? Like, what's the backstory here? What we chat? Did it like accidentally eat a tub of tuna?
Probably.
Or is it like... like as a little kitten, its first meal was an entire tub of tuna. Canned the entire thing. Her name's Juniper. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Now I'm more confused. There's so much backstory.
I like that you entertained the thought that it might have been the story, and you had to clarify that it wasn't that.
Yes, the origin of our cat called Tuna is that her real name is Juniper. That's it.
Camera. Oh my god, what was that? Camera.
What was that?
This is so dumb.
Oh yeah, very sexy camera. Oh.
That was disgusting.
That was disgusting.
That's gonna miss, I can tell. God, playing off OBS is terrible. And I don't normally, but lighting on my TV with splitters and cables, it just gets darker for some reason. So whenever there's an area like this, it's already very dark, and I need to aim at something specific, I just look over at OBS. But like, aiming something precisely off of OBS delay is very bad.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's gonna cost me whatever time I did have to save here, I think. All 0.05 seconds of it. No. And that will too, oh my god. That wasn't even like a railing jump attempt, that was just him not grabbing a ladder.
Yeehaw. Oof. Can we get some major yikes in the chat?
Oh my god.
Cat is, what the fuck? I just feel so disrespected and right now. I'm gonna type it myself. Major yikes. Major yikes. Major.
In order to still feel okay with this run, I'm gonna need to save gold by 11 seconds here. At some point.
Jojo. Where's that from again? Is that Powerpuff Girls?
Yes. Well, the Fluffy fight has like... Fluffy alone has like at least probably 30 seconds if I just do it correctly. So I looked into it, I just haven't had a chance to actually put it to action yet and try it.
Where are you losing time? Is it like
The late game.
Oh, okay.
So like everything after a bushfire segment, which is pretty late in. So it's like that's the Fluffy fight, Outback Oasis level, which is just really dumb Lashering shenanigans. Crocs and Wetlands has a really solid segment on it, so I'm probably guaranteed to lose time there. Climbing Slide Shack has really dumb time loss in it, which is not going to be in the gold because I've only done one run that actually made it that far.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Outback Oasis, really. So like most of the late games, just as long as I actually do it well, there will be like a massive gold chain. But I'm just trying to feel like I'm still on the same pace as I was the other night with that added, which is why I want to maintain being like around 0-ish pace or better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like he didn't follow me for very long that time.
Shut up. Oh no. Right, I am finished with dinner. Another thing that I've started saying is big sad whenever something bad happens.
Major sad.
Major sad. Who's the villain in what do I... Captain Jack isn't the name. No, it's
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack, yeah.
Aku, I think.
Okay.
'Cause I never watched it. I just pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
me
Aku.
either. I just know that it has a cool art style.
No, it was Alex's profile picture for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. It has one of I've saved one of my favorite gifs is from something he sent from Samurai Jack.
Is it the smile thing?
Yes. I'll put in voice. The smile with the eyebrows that fire up. Nice. My Discord crashed.
Oh, cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, I just tabbed back into Discord and it's just like, hey, your Discord crashed. And I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me know.
I had no idea.
Oh, I need to go to these pictures. Oh.
Okay, sub bunyip.
Bye-bye.
Flame, Frosty.
Hello, Todd.
Good choice, son. That's a good... Bye, son.
Okay, I'm always worried I'm gonna mess that up because I do that so quick, but...
Oh shit.
Okay, please don't crash this time. Good.
Thanks, Twitch.
You're welcome.
Just let me follow this person. God damn. Alright. Guess I'm not following them. Why
Blame
not
Twitch.
follow? Have I not followed Wingo already? I would have thought that I would have followed Wingo by now, because I've seen him stream. Twitch is weird, man.
You could have just always seen it through Discord or something.
That's true. No, but like, I mean like on my following page. Like, I usually don't check Discord for like when people are streaming. But like, yeah, it's still weird. Surprised. Oh, Wedstone Bingo, I think.
Is it with Spudley? Because I think I saw Spudley going live with Bingo stuff too.
Yes, Spudley's doing Bingo as well. And White Paws. Don't want to. No, I don't want to do Bingo. I was thinking about like, Dwight. Nah.
Okay, so at this point, onwards on the run, any time save is going to be like automatic gold.
Are you gonna be staying up long after your run?
Yes, but I'm going to be probably watching and doing stuff.
Okay, cool.
Instead of streaming the second Investigation to Edgeworth game, I'm finding it probably better to just watch a playthrough of it with Izzy while doing other stuff, because my attention span doesn't last long enough to sit through a visual novel that I've already played before.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I might finish. I say finish off. I mean, I might redo the thing that I was gonna do. AA. Obviously not from the start. I'll probably just like watch up until where I stopped. Because I feel like I don't feel like replaying everything again.
Right.
But yeah, I kind of want to get back into it.
Probably just as fast to just summarize it again and it'll come back to you probably.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how far this enemy goes if I hit him this time. Alright, I guess it's consistent. You went the same distance.
No.
It's still really fun to see. That's just further proof to why Stevenson is a genuinely good category. Because it has that. Although there are other categories you drive the same road, but I look at OBS for almost this entire mission because it's just extremely dark on my TV. And it's not much I'm doing other than just holding direction stick for like 5 seconds and then slightly changing it. And I have a couple things I aim for. The seaweed underwater, I aim to go towards certain ones, and that's how I know I'm cutting corners optimally. I'm realizing, like, when I think about these things, there's a lot more, like, subtle things I do for speed purposes than I think I give credit for in the run. A lot of visual cues, a lot of audio cues, but they're, like, so subtle, and they don't really save a whole lot, but they're still there, and there's something I'm thinking about. That, what? What was that?
What was that?
What? That's getting clipped. That was weird. The problem was that like messed up the direction I was swimming into, so it actually caused a little bit of time. Not a lot.
I don't know what
but,
happened. What happened?
the camera just was very, very weird. It got caught on something and it didn't like fix itself for a bit. So I was just like swimming away from the camera for like 2 seconds before it fixed itself. I was just getting further and further away from it. And you could tell the level wasn't loaded properly because the camera's not even supposed to be that direction.
No, don't refresh.
Pick up all the pipes. Oh my god, stop doing that. Sniffle. I like that the water's more see-through in console here, so I can actually aim better to swim directly towards the car. Oh, that scared me for a second. Oh, please.
Really? Orange rat?
Orange rat.
I thought you was one of them. but they tend to be purple. I have to lighten up on the Googles here. So, what brings you here? Me? I'm avoiding them. They look, but they won't find me. No way. I think they might be attracted to orange rat smells. Listen, if I give you these, will you go away?
Even with the Mega Ring, I still got hit by the spiders. That is how much I hate them. And now we get to see if Crocs actually decides to cooperate. Again, I don't know that this segment is really going to be beaten, because I'm pretty sure this was, like, solid, but... So far, they're not really cooperating. They kinda are, but... Actually, no. They're alright. I thought they were more spread out. Except for when they don't listen. Like that, like what? Sometimes they literally do. They'll just turn around mid-movement when they're supposed to keep going. And he's going the wrong way. Yeah, this is terrible. That's definitely the worst Crocs I've, like, ever done. Ever. Without a doubt. I've never had anything lower than 9 minutes. That's gonna be like 15 to 20 seconds, probably. I don't remember ever seeing lower than 9, so if I have, I just have it blocked from my memory.
Oh, right. It is time to be the best Spyro 200% runner alive.
I think Drash might have issues with that statement.
I think I have issues with that statement.
Or like anyone else who's top. Like,
Yeah.
is there any, like, at this point, is like any of those top runners like objectively better than the others? They just, or like, you know what I mean? Because like you can be objectively better, but maybe just don't have the time to show it exactly.
I think I think Tubal could if he put in the time.
Well, Tubal's just good at everything.
Yeah. I think Nerfrip if he grinds. I mean, Nerfrip's grinding right now, but I feel like he could eventually get to order up into it. Sure, like he can complete runs. Who else? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Walker's good. If Walker's at the time, I feel like he could also contend for world record. I'm just trying to think of other people.
Yeah, that was 19 seconds lost, and I'm really not happy about it, and I already don't want to continue more, but I'm going to because it's so late until the run and not restarting. I was wanting to be done by 1 AM, roughly. I mean, give or take. But like, if I started another run now, it would be like 2 AM before I finished.
What time is it now for you?
12:50.
Alright.
So, the reason I like just resetting until I get the run instead of having better PBs is, one, I don't really care about having not that great PBs, and two, it puts me in a spot where like there's more and more that I am being like forced to have to go right in the following run, You know,
Mhm.
even though it's still the same run I'm trying to go for, but just from a mentality standpoint, looking at splits, like I'd much rather be on a run like this where I can maintain 13 seconds versus comparing against something that's already stronger and it's harder to do that.
Yeah.
Way easier to get a good old Sunny Flight syndrome over stuff that way.
Ooh. Of what? Alright, that's a good thing that's my for my warm-up glimmer. Hey, you, I don't like a girlfriend. No, wait, I think you need a new one.
And of course, console's dropping jumps on that thing too. I'm gonna trust that I gain HP back after I swim, because if not, and it doesn't work, then there's gonna be a problem here. There's another problem if I can't hit the button properly. The thing's blocking me! That's so dumb.
This is my secret.
Cycle is messing me up.
Only Stevosaurus who knows the Gooble chant can be here. Gooble, 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 go. Chaka, waka, waka, whoa. Stick a finger in your ear and yell at Gooble loud and clear. I guess you know the chant now. Well, you can stay. Just be quiet, okay? And don't tell anyone I gave you these.
I'm surprised that cost 7 seconds. The animation from falling in the lava there can't be any more than like 2 or 3. I'm not gonna throw the Mega Ring this time, because last time it took forever to come back.
That was the sketchiest playing charge on a boss get ever.
This is such a random thing, but like, it's something I hear people ask sometimes when they're learning Spyro 2, and I just can't get over just like how dumb of a question it sounds is, how do you flame charge jump? I wonder. Maybe flame, then charge, then jump.
I'll hit up a tutorial for you.
I know it's like a
1
timing. I
second.
know it's kind of like timing, but still.
Yeah. It's also how like people like what buttons people use, because like with flame charges, I move my thumb back and forth, but I know some people just use a different finger altogether, which is weird. Like if you look at the way Dak does it compared to the way I do it, it's pretty different. I was really worried I forgot something in Glimmer there, because it didn't come up with Glimmer complete like straight away, and I was like, might be a little problem. Okay, interesting. Okay. Didn't need to stop there. I just remembered we're out here. But what I want to know is, where's the sheriff? Sheriff? Where's the caveman? I keep saying sheriff. Where's the cave?
If we're out here and he's frozen out there and he's the sheriff.
Oh, I was hoping you could help me locate a meme.
Okay.
Basically, the line is...
I am the meme locator.
The line is like, what did I get myself into? But I don't know where it's from.
That's very not specific.
Yeah, that's why I'm having trouble relocating. Or locating what meme it's from. But it's kind of like the person looks at the camera, like shrugs and goes, what did I get myself into? I don't know where it's from. It sounds like an Eric Andre skit. Skit? But I know it's
Sketch. Sketch and skit. It's a sket.
not. I mean, sket in the UK is slang for, like a hoe.
Oh.
You know what a hoe is, right?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Or a slag. You know what a slag is, Phoenix?
No.
Oh, it's basically the same thing.
Okay. I figured that from context, but...
Yeah, just to make sure. We have such pretty words for insults.
Even when you're insulting, it still sounds nice.
Craft the diamond home.
The main reason I'm continuing this is because I need to see what happens if I try Fluffy this way. And it's actually kind of good to not have that testing period be on like a run that actually matters a lot. There's actually something I don't know whether to try it or not. There's something that's definitely slower, but it seems to be more consistent, and it sets her up like the same way PC has it. So it's like a little bit slower at the cost of being consistent and not different. I don't know whether to just do that or not.
I thought I heard my phone vibrating, but it was just a like that. Which is great. Oh no, I forgot. I subbed 2 with golf as well. God damn, this run is fucking.
So many purple things trying to explode on me.
Oh, what? That should have hit. Cock-a-doodle. Drop it. What? You disappoint me on so many levels.
Of course it didn't hit. But whatever. We'll make it work. Okay, this might not be as bad as the last segment was, but I don't know. Oh yeah, this is fine. This is great. This will be a very good gold, actually.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot more time to save on Fluffy than I thought.
How much did you say?
46.5 seconds.
What the fuck?
I knew it was bad, but I thought like 30 seconds tops. Okay. So the problem with that is there's still probably a little bit more to save there, but like that's about as good as I'm happy enough with that to not need more.
Okay. It's gonna go for that triple. Never mind.
So this is where the gold chain begins.
Hello, Toy.
Get this. The next 2 splits will also be. The last one might not, just because there's not really a whole lot going on in the last split that can really even be golded on, but it's just driving.
Nah, not gonna work. Why would you give me 4 barrels? In which getting a double is like the hardest thing to do. No, don't.
What type of pace do you have right now?
I'm like plus 50.
And then double barrel is great.
Yeah, out of gold. Which is not that bad considering I have about 40 seconds to save in Dragon Shores. So
From what? Just bad Sproderman? Or
I
not even
couldn't get
Sproderman, but...
yeah, as in, like I fell down while trying to get like on top of the mountain in Winter Tundra. Okay, just completely charged past the penguin. And then I failed getting over the wall a couple times. Which is weird, because that was the first instance where I didn't get over the wall in like the first like 2 attempts or so. Oh, so close. Alright.
So yeah, essentially on the Fluffy fight, I don't know if you've even noticed it enough to even know which fight that is, but... bunch of turrets,
Oh yeah, it's the
green robots
yeah.
already following you around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on PC you can do the double hit strat where I hit her twice, like right as the cutscene is fading out, so I don't have to, you don't have to wait for her to like jump back up or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can still kind of do it on console, but she's in a different spot. She doesn't follow you the same way, so it's just a different spot to aim for. I still got 1 quick hit, and then you also want to hit her so that way she doesn't fall off the platform, because then she has to land in the water and slowly jump back up. Whereas if you just like push her backwards and she kind of just like takes a couple steps back, it's way faster. So I got all of that, except I just didn't get the double hit thing on that segment, so. Also, the cycles in this level, I don't make sense to me. Like, sometimes they cooperate and they work well, sometimes they just do that. It might just,
swim?
they could be like global or something, they could be dependent on other things other than this.
Almost went in bounds, that would be bad. Alright, yeah. I'm now 9 seconds behind, exiting Dragon Shores.
Nice.
Told you I had a lot to save there.
See, I thought you said 15 when you said like plus 15.
Oh,
but...
no.
You're
That
like,
was
oh
a
no,
very
worse than
bad
that.
gulp. Very bad gulp. It didn't help that the one in this latest run was like sub 2, which is like decent in terms of like how RNG goes. Of course,
Okay, that was really, really good actually. I somehow made that cycle and I didn't expect to. This is perfect, wow. This is going to be a huge time save here as well. Probably, and considering how the last segment went, probably a lot more than I'm expecting. I didn't think you could make that cycle, actually, honestly. I figured this was like the run to be able to YOLO it and see if it's possible, so. Problem is, if I get the cycles and the saws outside that are better, then the platform might not line up that nicely. So that might not be something I can always do, but...
Oh, that was the God Riptor. Holy shit.
Gold?
That was so... it should be. I don't know if it will actually. Oh, it matches my gold.
That's good. What was it that went well? Just everything was good, or...?
Yeah, the third phase was like really good. Like I got all the, pretty much like all the early hits except the first one that you get from the last phase. But yeah, I'm now ahead by like 22 seconds.
I'm really interested to see how big this gold is. I think it's still not going to be at 1 minute gold, but it'll be probably around like 50.
Yeah.
That's good.
Looks like we're both on good
Look
runs.
what I've been collecting. I found them lying all around the place.
I mean, you're still ahead, right? I assume you are since you golded by 45 seconds.
Yeah, when I get a chance, I'll look at the split to tell you how it went.
Cool, cool.
Because it's going to be comical when you hear it.
Head bash.
Okay, yeah, so I went from plus 36.9 to minus 9.4 to minus 1 minute. So,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, from
Not bad.
plus 36 to minus 1 minute. And I mean, I told you that's what happened. Like, these two splits were, well, 3 splits actually, were just so bad on the run that I
Yeah.
have here. And this next one's probably gonna also have at least another 30 to 40 on it.
Nice.
But this is why, like, I want to still be complaining about the run because, like, Crocs are bad. But, like, without Crocs being bad, I would be probably, like, 1 minute and 20 ahead instead of a minute. And, like, I want to blame Crocs on me, but I don't because the game's just really dumb sometimes. So, like, I
wanna
shouldn't,
take blame.
I shouldn't be, like, angry at me for that being bad. I should just be mad at the game.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just me messing up, hitting them in the wrong way, that's one thing, but if it's the thing that happens where you hit the crocodile and it literally just doesn't do what it's supposed to do, then I'm not taking blame for that. Like,
Yeah. I feel that.
bump. Oh well, alright. I guess they only really go far when you bump them in the opposite direction.
Way to go.
I took it a bit safe and slow there, just 'cause I really didn't want to have any dumb stuff here.
Wakamomo, wakamomo, wakamomo. Yep, I'm doing my wakamomo dance. You know why they call it that?
All
Because
six.
I said
Wakamomo.
wakamomo while I dance.
Ducky
I
Momo.
can't dance.
Wacky
Or
Momo.
sing. Something smells in here. I think it's you. You should go now. And take these with you.
Okay, that was, okay, 26. Okay, so, yeah, from plus 36 to minus 126. There's probably not going to be a whole lot on this split. There might be,
The
like,
snipe.
either a second or two gained or a second or two lost, I'm thinking at most.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 122.22 for probable time. And with everything else going bad, that means 121 is definitely doable.
Alright, I'm now 33 ahead. Seconds, minutes, hours. And I have 30 to save here. I'm just a fucking beast.
Gulp tried to stop you, but nothing can stop you.
Nothing is impossible. Remember when Shia LaBeouf was a fucking meme? Like, that was the oddest like meme like generation ever.
Just
Shia
do it.
LaBeouf. Just
Do it. Oh, wait. He isn't dead. Show you a surprise.
Both just do it and that, right? But yeah, it's specifically a Shia LaBeouf song is the best thing the internet has ever done.
I missed the entry.
Specifically, like the choir version of it, like
Yeah.
full play, and then it pans over and he's just in the audience applauding.
That's the best part. Okay.
Putting high effort into low quality memes is the best thing.
No, but that song is beautiful.
It is.
Like it's actually like
Good
written.
music.
Yeah.
Ah, dumb. That's such a weird ledge grab there. Like, you can get up there without it ledge grabbing, but I haven't quite figured out exactly how. That's like literally the only thing that can vary in this split is that. Everything else is just walking in a straight line and driving in a straight line.
Will you quit following me? I'm trying to keep a low profile. And it's very hard to do with you showing up all the time. For all I know, they could have followed you here. All I want is some peace and quiet. Is that too much to ask for? Is it? Look, if I give you this, you'll promise to leave, okay? Here you go.
That was slightly early. So, yeah, that's effectively, 122-22. So that was basically a perfect tie for that segment.